vehicle struck up to 12 people that were crossing the crosswalk, and we do have one confirmed fatality at this point. Unknown which one of those 12 people it was. The 12 people were transported, up to 12 people were transported to multiple hospitals. We're trying to confirm the exact number. Many of them were in critical condition. After colliding with a group of pedestrians, the vehicle that was responsible for the collision did collide head-on with a vehicle that was traveling southbound on Pacific Coast Highway, and that vehicle right there is still at rest on Pacific Coast Highway, and the SUV was also involved in the collision as far as a pedestrian may have been on top of it or underneath of it at some point, which is why it's now part of the crime scene.
You mean the SUV coming this way?
Correct.
Okay, and how about the drivers of the two vehicles?
The driver of the primary vehicle that was responsible for the collision has been detained and is currently being evaluated.
For DUI?
Correct.
And how about the other driver? Any
I don't have any information on the condition of any of the drivers of the other vehicles at this point.
Okay.
Were the individuals that were hit, were they coming from a church service here? Do you know?
That's the preliminary information that I received, is that a church service or some sort of service at the church had just recently been released from there, and up to 12 people were crossing in the crosswalk eastbound across Pacific Coast Highway.
Okay, is this a problem area for pedestrians, or is this unusual?
Well, Pacific Coast Highway is a very heavily traveled street, and with the church being here, there are a lot of pedestrians across the street. However, a tragic collision like this is very unusual for this area.
Okay, and your name one more time, please.
Lieutenant Joe Hoffman, Joehoffman with the Redondo Beach Police Department.
Thank you very much.
Sure. Trying to determine the age, male or female, everybody that was involved, and who exactly that was the confirmed fatality.
What direction was the white car heading?
The white car prior to the collision was traveling northbound on Pacific Coast Highway, and the preliminary information that we're receiving is that the white vehicle went through a red light and struck a group of up to 12 pedestrians that was legally crossing the street in the marked crosswalk eastbound across Pacific Coast Highway. Then after striking that group of pedestrians, that white vehicle continued northbound on Pacific Coast Highway and collided head-on with the vehicle that was traveling southbound on Pacific Coast Highway.
So until that car struck the second car, it was shaping up to be a hit and run?
Well, it's hard to determine that at this point, but that head-on collision certainly did stop that vehicle.
And again, you mentioned the condition of at least one person. Can you clarify again? How are your victims today?
Well, we've got at least up to 12 people that have been transported into area hospitals, up to 3 hospitals, many in critical condition, and we do have at least one confirmed fatality at this point.
Are you looking for witnesses? Do you have what you need right now? And are there surveillance cameras nearby?
We'll be looking for surveillance cameras, and any witnesses that may have seen the collision, we would ask to contact the Redondo Beach Police Department with any information. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Lieutenant Joe Hoffman, Joehoffman. I'm PIO with the Redondo Beach Police Department.
What's your phone number?
310.